So I've just finished doing the review for the Panasonic ES-CM3 shaver. Now I did a demo shave for the shaver as well within this video. I reviewed all the features and the design, etc., and gave my view of the pros and cons of all that. However, this video is purely about a head shave. It gives a great head shave, but there are some pros and cons to it. But let's get to it. I'm going to grab myself a mirror and get a head shave on. Right, well, this is what we're starting with. You can see I've got hair there, a little bit of length there. I don't have much hair on the top of my head there. It's very fine hair. I do have some hair there, but it's not, you cannot see it much. And there's around the back area. Now this length is a trimmer length, so I've used the Remington on this first, and I've trimmed it down as much as I can. It's always worth getting rid of excess hair. That doesn't need to make the shaver work harder. Okay, so let's fire it up and let's see how this goes for you guys. I've got to slide my thumb or finger across it to get it going. You should be able to hear that it goes for the hair fiercely. It shaves very fiercely. You can see it maintains contact with the scalp and the skin. That's a great feature because of these flexi blades, flexi shaving elements. Now I pull the skin taut here because I want to shave that closer. If I don't, then I get stubble left there. Now the great thing with this shaver, as I know because I have shaved it before, is that it shaves that completely smooth, whereas most of the dedicated head shavers, even like the school shaver, won't get that as close to the skin. Yeah, this is brilliant at getting a very close shave. It's excellent. Right, let's head round the back section. Now, something to note with this shaver is it's worth opening up the head and giving it a good blowout when you're head shaving, because these are really facial shavers. You know, we don't want it to get clogged up, so it's worth just giving it a quick empty a couple of times as we're going for the shave. Now, as with all file shavers, it's a little bit of a challenge for this shaver to go along this part of my scalp. It's difficult for you guys to see, but I have like a notch there and a lump, so it's a little bit tricky, and this is where dedicated head shavers like a school shaver or any rotary shavers will go across that area much more efficiently. But let's crack on with it. You can switch off by accident sometimes. You kind of can slip your finger or thumb on it and it will switch it off or on. That swipe feature. Right, we can see that around the back of the head it's taken me a little bit of a while to finish this off. This is where file shavers struggle. With my head anyway, or the shape of my head. It will get there, it just takes more time than what it will do with a dedicated head shave and with a file style head. File style shaving system or blades. I'll just mention as well that actually it's better to shave with less hair than what I had there. Yeah, it doesn't look like I've got much on the top, does it? But all that at the sides, it's best to shave every couple of days, a little bit less than what I had there. It'll make it a lot quicker. Right, I'm getting this back of the head much better now, it's getting there. And spend a bit of time though, I'll tell you what, you get a super close shave. Look at that, it's smooth as anything. That's pretty much it, that's job done. Yeah, let's switch it off. Right, there we go, there's the finish, guys. Job done. Well, head shave done. That's a brilliant finish, that is. The only negative about this, or a couple of negatives, it's a little bit pricey. However, I guess it's around about the same price as a skull shaver Pitbull Gold or GX5. Pitbull Gold GX5. It's around about the same price, but it will give any of the dedicated head shavers. It's given me a closer shave, especially them areas there where I'll get stubble left over. It's completely got rid of those. It will give me a closer shave. But as I've shown in the video, the downfall of this and other file shavers is that it's not that good on the back of the head. You know, it doesn't have the ergonomics. But one thing I have done as well, which I've done previously with the Braun Series 9 Pro, is use something like the skull shaver first, go over the head after a couple of days of growth, shave over the head, get rid of most of the hair, but then whiz over it with this or the Braun Series 9 I've got here. I've got a Panasonic Arc 5, is go over then to get a really close shave. Somebody mentions this in a comment section about using a dedicated head shaver like the skull shaver, then the Braun Series 9, and so you get a great finish. I started doing that, so it was exactly right. It was yeah, it's perfect. But for anybody who's on the go that wants a small travel shave they're going to use for facial shaving plus head shaving, this is a tool and a half. This is something that's hard to beat. It's just a little bit pricey. In the US it's costing $100 and in the UK £120. It's just a bit pricey, but if you can get over that pricing, then yeah, you've got a great little device for head shaving, facial shaving on the go. Well, that's about it, guys. Have a great day.